welcome to my YouTube channel. Today, I'll be teaching you how to get lots of bucks. So this is my alt account and not my main, so that I don't have a lot of bucks here. But I will join with my main so I could teach you some tricks on how to get lots of bucks. So without further ado, let's go! Okay, we are here. So let me teach you the first trick that I got lots of bucks from. So number one is that you should definitely join Adopt.me every Tuesday because every Tuesday is the 2D Tuesday and you get double the bucks and double the aging. So if you want more bucks, then you can grind with like the 2D kitty pet, or if you want the double the aging or like age up potion, then you could also grind. So I got over 20,000 bucks from the 2D Tuesday because I was grinding a lot. So yeah, I was doing that yesterday because I didn't have time to record yesterday. So I did get over 20,000 bucks. I said that already, I know. But there's other methods besides just joining on Tuesday to get double the bucks and double the aging. So number one is the orange tasks. You see that my Bluey, the dog, wants to go to the pizza party and Gumdrop. So let me go take them real quick. Oh yeah, also I forgot to say that the orange tasks give you more bucks than the blue tasks. So right now they're in the pizza party having fun. So let me just do some tasks and yeah. Okay, we are almost finished with the pizza task and it does give more bucks, as I said. So just one of the orange tasks gives 20 bucks. So if you have an alt account, which I am using right now, you get double the bucks, just like the 2D Tuesday, but it's not Tuesday. So you should definitely use alts, and if you don't have alts, then you could just turn into a baby like I'm gonna do right now. Okay, now I'm a baby and I'm doing the pizza task. So Bluey has a mystery task, so let's see what there is. I'm gonna choose school because that gives the most bucks. And you should pick the orange tasks for the mystery if there is one. And if there's not, then just pick, I don't know, anything you want. And also, your pet sometimes gets cravings. So that means that if your pet is hungry, for example, they're gonna ask what they want. So, for example, they want a sandwich if they're hungry. And if you give them a sandwich, I think that's like 30 bucks. So, those are rare, but you could still get them. I've got them before, and I get lots of bucks for that. So, yeah, you should definitely pick the cravings. And if you don't have what they want, you can buy it, but if you don't want to waste any of your bucks, then it's best if you don't and just do the task regular. Okay, next we're going to school because that's what Bluey wants. Okay, so another tip is if you want to go around the map faster, then you could use teleportation, grappling hooks, or the glider. My favorite is teleportation and the glider because those are very fun to use. So I'll tell you the tips after Bluey's finished with school. Okay, so Bluey's finished with school, so let me show you the tricks on how to teleport. So if you want to go to the pizzeria or the salon, you teleport to the vehicles and then exit out, and the salon and the pizzeria is right there. Let me show you real quick. So you can see the salon is right there and the pizzeria is, hold on, yeah, it's right there. So that's pretty quick if you want to teleport. So next, if you want to go to the playground or the beach, you teleport to the strollers. Let me show you. See, the playground is right there and the beach is over there. So that is pretty quick. So next, if you want to go to the camping site, you have to teleport to the supermarket, which is like the food supermarket, yeah, you know. And then you have to just walk a little bit, but I'm not gonna walk because I'm too lazy. So let's just use a grappling hook, which is the teleportation method. Well, not teleportation, I mean getting around the map quicker. So see, the campsite is right here, and that is really quick. So that is some of the teleportation you could do. And if you want to, I forgot, if you want to go to the hospital or the school, teleport to the gifts. It's so easy and quick. Also, I recommend while you're grinding, if your pet is sick, go to the hospital and grab some golden apples so you don't have to go back to the hospital. Just so you know, they don't save in your inventory, but you just have to stay in the server if you want to just, feed your pet so they could heal it. Also, do your task board if your pet isn't getting any tasks, because you could see that you could get lots of bucks and you could get a big gift. Well, I could get it today if I complete these 3 tasks. Well, now 2 because I finished one. So that is very helpful if you want some bucks and your pet isn't getting any tasks. So, yeah. Also, another tip is lures. So they are free and you can only put 1 in your house, in each house you have. And you could get bucks and age-up potions and other stuff. But if you really want bucks and age-up potions, those are like the common ones. So they're really easy to get. So you could get 10 bucks, 50 bucks, and 100 bucks. The most common is the 10 bucks and the rarer one is the 100 bucks. But if you just want some spare bucks, I bet anything would count as something nice. So yeah, I'm gonna go grab some apples real quick because my pet is sick and I'm sick too. So let's go. Okay, we are here. So let's talk to Dr. Hart and heal the family. And then let me grab some apples. Great. Now, another tip to get bucks is to do the jobs. So if you're gonna sit and AFK a little bit to get bucks, then the best tip is to get the standing still jobs. Like in here, there's the doctor and the nurse. And let me show you in the school. Okay, we're in the school, and the jobs you could get here is the teacher and this job. I forgot what it's called, but yeah. And I'm going to show you in the salon what types of jobs you could get. Okay, we're heading in the salon right now, and there's a bunch of standing still jobs here if you want to AFK. So let's see the jobs that you could get. Okay. Well, I accidentally went out. Hold on. Okay, so the jobs you could get is, hold on, let me see, okay, right here. You could get the hairdresser, I'm pretty sure that's what it's called, sorry. Let's see what else, because this salon really changed. I'm so used to the old one. It's sad that it changed, but it's cute, I think that's the only job you could get. I don't know. I'm sorry, I'm not used to this new one. I don't know which one I like better, but I think this is the only job you could get, and it's the standing still job. So let me show you in the pizzeria, because there is one standing still job and one working job. So if you don't want to AFK, you can do that job instead. Okay, so in the pizzeria, this is the standing still job you could get. And, oh yeah, there is another standing still job. It's over there with the orange one. And this is the chef, which the chef is not a standing still job. So let me show you how you could do it. So you take dough and you roll it. So, yeah. And each pizza gives you 10 bucks. I forgot to say that. So then you go here and look at the board to see what the people order, and then I'm gonna do cheese because I like cheese pizza. And then we put it in the oven and wait for it to finish. And in the meantime, you can make more pizzas. So yeah. This is fun, but sometimes I do AFK and Adopt Me, so I don't do this job as much. I do the standing still jobs. But this one's fun too. Wait, did they order my? Okay, they did. Okay, and then we bring it to the oven. Well, the delivery, and then see, we got $10. So if you don't want to stand still, this is a job you could do as well. And yeah, let's just do this real quick and get the last pizza. Okay, it's ready. Let's go. Let me quit this job. Oh yeah, also one thing is food. So these don't save in your inventory, but the uses left is 1. So if I grab this real quick and if I turn into a baby, I don't know if, wait, hold on. Yes, that's perfect. We got the Hungary task. So I have a tomato and it says uses left 1. So yeah, that's 1 tap on the screen, or click if you're on computer. So that's pretty quick, and that's a tip if you don't want to tap or click that screen too much. And yeah, just so you know, it doesn't save in your inventory, so if you leave the server and rejoin, it's not going to stay in your inventory. But that is some tips. And also, I forgot to mention to make a grinding room in your house if you're using an alt account. So hold on, let me teleport to my main real quick. Okay, so I make a family and invite my main, and then I accept, and yeah. My favorite to go to is this house because this is my grinding house and it's really fun to use. Yeah. Okay, we're in, and let's just do some tasks real quick. And yeah. Okay, so yeah, we're here, and let me show you that the grinding room really helps a lot. So you can choose how much you have, and yeah. So let me show you what you need in your grinding room or house to make this a good grinding area. So you need a piano to cure the boredness, a bed for the sleepy task, the litter box for the toilet task, the shower for the bath task, and make sure it's a shower because the bath take longer, and the food bowl and the water bowl for the eating and water task. And you could choose how much you have in the area. And then make sure if you want, if this is optional, you could have a bounce house in your area so you could grind. So that does the walking and riding task. So let me show you. So over here on my main, I'm gonna take out, that's the wrong pet. Let me show you that, oh my gosh, hold on. Let me show you that the bounce house helps a lot. Or if you just don't want to jump, that's okay. Okay, so as you can see, it's doing the task. You probably can't see, but it's like flickering, like, so that means the task is doing it. And yeah, I got the money, so that means that task is finished. So that is really helpful if you just don't want to, like, walk around. If you want to teleport to the salon or the pizzeria, you go to the car dealer shop. If you want to go to the beach or the playground, it's the strollers. If you want to go to the campsite, it's the food. If you want to go to the school, it's the gifts. And I think that's what I said. And I think you remember what I said about the grinding area, to have bounce house and have showers. So, and to grind on 2D Tuesday because, yeah. Anyways, I think that's all for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you want more, just like and subscribe. That's all. Bye!